And welcome everybody. Thank you for being here. And for some strange, weird reason, my camera's all screwy. I don't know what happens, but it does. And it's nice to see you guys here as you're seeing my screen and my still me looking at my camera, but who cares? Doesn't matter. We're going to roll with the punches. We're going to go for it. It's nice to see you guys. I'm glad you're here. If you're new, let us know you're here. If you are new to our live streams when we're talking about Gotti, because we are going to talk about, and I'm over here, I'm actually looking at some information I want to share with you guys. And it's the strangest thing. I don't know what's going on. Right now we have this shared with our Gotti Galaxy page and also my channel on YouTube and every place else. So what I want to do here first is I am going to do this. Yes. Am I back? I don't know if I'm back. I don't see myself back. All I see is me looking at my phone with my, not sleeping. This is what happens when you're with Gotti right now, because it's been so crazy. It's been so out of control in a great, fantastic way that, you see, I haven't shaved. I'm not sleeping. I'm up. There's so much stuff going on. What I want to do with you guys, and I'm not sure if you can see me, but who cares? So what I want to do is a few things. If you're new to Gotti, there is quite a few veterans in here. We have M-Kid, who's the founder of Gotti, in the house right now. And what basically we're going to talk about is I'm going to share a few things with you. I'm going to share some stats, where we were, where we are. This is good for posterity and all that good stuff. And what we're going to do is I don't know, because, Kid, you just finished a VC. So I don't know if that's something you want to do again. I'm not going to ask you, but if you decide you want to do that, then absolutely would be great to do that. But if not, I'm glad you're here anyway. And is this better? Okay, here we go. It's a little lagging, but we got it. Okay, great. So, guys, we're here to talk about the Gotti token. And if you are new, please go ahead and let us know that you're new in here. Hit that like button. Share it with your family and friends. Let's really get this, algorithm for YouTube moving and happening and everything else, because what that does is when you do that, or any YouTube or anything, when you're liking the content and you're sharing it, you're commenting on it, it lets YouTube know, hey, this is a video that people want to talk about, okay, that people may want to hear. Now, also, by the way, I heard this from my sister-in-law. She's like, there's really nobody talking about Gotti on YouTube except for you, referring to me. And I'm like, okay, well, good, because that means we haven't even started. So I should probably back up and talk about, if you're new here, when you're just learning about Gotti, whatever it is. And by the way, thank you for joining us on a Sunday evening here. It's Sunday in this part of the world. We've got friends from across the pond. We've got from Ireland, Poland, we've got Netherlands, you name it, we're here. So in a nutshell, and M-Kid is in the house, so he can give you a lot more, obviously, being the founder, a former Wall Street stockbroker, founder of Gotti. And I have to tell you guys something on a personal note. Now, normally when I do live streams or when I do YouTube videos or whatever, I usually, for the most part, keep my emotions in check, all right? You ask my wife, you ask my kids, I'm pretty kind of even keel, pretty chill, pretty quiet for the most part of it. I kind of am excited on the inside, but on the outside, you know what I mean? I'm like, just kind of really just, you won't know, right? I guess I've been just reading too many of the 48 Laws of Power. But anyway, so I want to take a few seconds to talk about what Gotti is, give you some stats, and I also want to thank a few people here too. I first off want to thank, from the bottom of my heart, and I know everyone here else will, M-Kid. Sir, you have created something not seen in the crypto space. Now, I know if you're watching this for the first time, you're probably going, Scott, what the hell are you talking about? Well, I'm going to share with you some numbers. And so basically, guys, now, because Gotti moves so quick and so fast, if my numbers are off, please have pity on me, because things move really, really quick. So right now, and I'm going to go back, on June 20th, which was our 2-month anniversary, all right? 2-month, June 20th, which is not that damn far ago, guys, about 10 days ago, we were at a $6 million. Oh, by the way, here's a disclosure. One, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm never going to tell you to buy, sell, hold. Do your research. Do your due diligence before getting involved in this or any other project. And if you are liking any of the stuff that I'm doing, even if my camera is fucking up, and you know what I mean, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. You know what it is, kid? I actually am streaming on multiple platforms. I'm doing 3 or 4 at the same time, so my everything's probably going, what's going on? So if you're digging on that, go ahead, like, subscribe, and share the video. Now, with that in mind, I want to back up. So, Gotti token created, fair launched, I'm going to go with, on April 20th of this year. So we are talking about 2.5 weeks, right? About 2.5 months. Now, since that time, we've come up, and I want to share with you some stats. And I was wanting to thank people, and of course, Elu, and if you're here, you know who you are. Helped me out this morning. He kind of gave me some statistics. If you got in when it was you were at the fair launch, or you're an airdrop holder, which there's not that many of us left, folks. But if you are here and you even have one token since launch, you are up 240,000% since launch. So that is flipping amazing. And the cool thing is we are still here and we're growing. Now, let's say you bought in at the bottom. You came in at the bottom, and which was basically June 15th? It was at $82. All right. If you bought in at the bottom on June 15th, you are up approximately 30,000%. Now, if you are an investor, and I'm going to say this right here, right now, I'm going to piggyback off what Kid says. Look, we want investors in this project. We do not want, I don't want to alienate anybody, but I do. We don't want anyone in here who's going to really fuck this project up. This is a long-term hold with the tokenomics like a project that I've never seen. All right? So, for instance, let me give you a couple things. Right now, or at least when I checked, we were like 16 times more than that of Solana, right? We are, I believe, last time, 4 times greater than BNB. So we've flipped Solana multiple times. We have flipped BNB, right, multiple times. We had a total available supply of 439 tokens. Today, when I last checked, we were at 107.97 tokens. We were at, and again, this is on June 20th, we are at a $6 million market cap. Right now, we are 111.3. Token price, and this just kills me, right? At the 20th, right? On the 20th of this month, we were at, unbelievable, $132.49. We are now, at least the last time I checked, $2,426.40. And again, this changes drastically. Yeah, okay, we're at 112. Okay, thank you, Genesis. 112 million market cap. Things happen so quick. It's just it's really, sometimes it's challenging to keep up. We had a daily trading volume of only 9.3 thousand. That's it. Today, right now, the way I'm looking at it, we have 108,000. I mean, fantastic. Oh, wait a minute. What happened? Okay, then. I stand corrected. See, this is what I'm talking about, guys. We just keep surpassing milestone after milestone. And I can't tell you, well, yes, you know what? I'm going to show you guys, okay? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to get off this still frame, and I'm going to come over here, and we're going to do this. This right here, right now, my friends, is the 12-hour chart for Gotti. I mean, look at that. Look how beautiful that is. And that's a 12-hour chart. I mean, this is like we have in our Telegram like Godzilla candle, right? This thing is, I'm trying to keep myself composed, but this is absolutely incredible. And you know the cool thing? It's only the beginning. And I'm going to share with you kind of why I feel that way. All right? Yeah, that's right. I'm coming at you with statistics. I'm coming at you with numbers. I'm not just shilling stuff at you. I'm not just, hey, you got to check this project out. It's so awesome and great. Well, what's the tokenomics? What's the fundamentals? I don't know. We want investors in here. If you're an investor, you don't really give a shit. You want specifics. You want stats. You want fundamentals. You want numbers. You want to see charts. You want to see what is this project's potential. Gotti's potential hasn't even begun, in my opinion. We are not even on the radar. We're starting to get there. We were at one point yesterday. We were 9th on CoinMarketCap's top. Oh crap! I knew I was going to do it. Help me out, guys. Now it wasn't trending. It was like what, volume or market cap or what? I can't even remember. See, that's what happens. I think so fast, my mind's going crazy sometimes. But if you go onto CoinMarketCap, you're going to see that we were 9th. Guys, help me out. Someone put that in there, all right? This chart right here should show you. Now, because I want to keep this live stream fairly quick, fairly short and to the point, what is Gotti token? If you are new here and you don't know what the hell what is Gotti token? Gotti token was created by MKid, which seems kind of strange, MKid, because you're right here. Yeah, thank you, sir. Because you're right here. So it's strange because normally when we're doing live streams, you unfortunately or fortunately get to only hear my voice, and MKid and other people from the team and the investor group aren't able to speak, but you can ask questions. They answer questions. So you have that, but it's not necessarily like a one-on-one, like you can engage verbally back and forth. That's what our Telegram channel is for. That's where you can come into our TG, and I posted the links above. They're in the description. And if you can't find it, we can always post it here in the description in the box. I'm keeping this chart up for a couple of reasons. So this just gives us an opportunity to, it does. I bet it feels weird for you, kid, because you're constantly, and there's so many different things. I could do a 3 or 4 hour live stream. I'm telling you right now. At some point I'm going to do a regular long form video, but there's so much to cover. I'm going to have to do it in pieces. I think I have to do like Gotti token part 1, you know what I mean? The rise or something. That's actually not a bad idea. Anyway, I'm kind of writing that down in my head. Anyway, Gotti token founded by MKid, fair launched on April 20th of this year. 10 days beforehand, I think the announcement went out, MKid, that you were giving out, at that point, you were giving out tokens, and I was one of those beneficiaries. Thank you, sir. So then for the next month or so, it just seemed like every day there was a metamorphosis. You could feel the energy, you could feel the excitement, and you could also feel that people were really seeing that the potential of what Gotti could be. Why? Because it's built on the concept of scarcity. Okay? That's right. Of scarcity, where there's a limited amount of tokens. It's not designed to be something that's not. It's simple but elegant at the same time. It is a store of wealth akin to Bitcoin. And by the way, we've blown by Solana. We've blown by BNB. Guess what, Ethereum? Your friggin' days are numbered. We're coming for you. We're almost there. Then we're coming after. It reminds me of that Bruce Lee movie, right? Game of Death, right? And so where he's fighting bad guys, and he's kicking their ass, and then he goes to the next level of the pagoda, and he beats them up, he takes them out, kills them, whatever he does, and he moves on to the next, and then to the next, and then to the next. This is what Gotti is doing. We are flying under the radar. People have overlooked what this project is, or they are coming in thinking they're going to make a quick buck, and they come in, they come out, and then they buy in, they stay for a couple, 2 or 3 days, and I'm going to use the term, they're degen, and hey, you got to do what you got to do, but this is definitely not a degen play. If you're coming in for that, you are going to lose your ass, right? You're going to get wrecked, and quite honestly, we don't need that, right? We only want serious investors who want to make lasting gains, life-changing gains for themselves and their family. We are not messing around. Like, I'm really having to censor myself, guys. So I hope you I hope you appreciate that, because when you see what is happening, and you may not even know, right? You may not even know what's happening. Well, you've got to get in the know. If you're getting involved in something, you really got to be a part of it. You got to, join the official channels. You've got to come into the Gotti Galaxy investor group, and that's what we call ourselves. We're not a community. We're a group of investors who are serious as a heart attack, right? You ask any of us, anyone who's here right now, like Grind is here. We have Genesis. Holy shit, man. I tell you what, I've had, I'm going to tell you something. I've had martial arts instructors who are attached to special forces, and I've worked with Israeli commandos, and those, man, they ain't got anything on Genesis. Boy, let me tell you what. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yes, sir. May I have another? Anyway, but we are serious as a heart attack. Why? Because we want this. We want to do our part. We want this project. We want Gotti to, change our lives. Kid has created, he's lit the match. Right? Now the spark is lit. Now it's up to us. Right? And there's only you can see right here, there's not that many of us right now. Okay? Let's see here. What am I looking at right here? Right now, there's 1.38 thousand holders. That's crazy. With 100 and we're 100. See, this is how fast it changes. 3 or 4 minutes before I came and did this live stream, we are at 111 million. Then Kid said, "Yeah, hey, we're about 112." Now we're at 113 million. And look at the price we're at, 2,467. That's insane. With such a limited supply of tokens left, right? Now, I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go into all that specifics. My focus here, the reason that I'm doing this, and guys, again, I'm keeping the chart up because I want you to see it. Plus, my damn camera's messing up. But that's okay, because soon I'll be able to buy the best cameras in the world. You know what I'm saying? But the idea is to give you an inkling of what Gotti is about. And one of the key things that Kid says, and it's interesting, when you're around someone enough, you pick up some of their mannerisms, and you pick up some of their language, and maybe their cadence, and maybe their speech patterns, or the way they inflect. One of the biggest things that you can do if you are a Gotti holder, by the way, even if you have 10, 15, 20 bucks, right? That's a way to get started. Come into the Telegram channel. You don't even have to go down that road of buying Gotti right now. If you just want to get more information and ask questions, I'm going to tell you guys, people, you got to come into the Telegram channel. There's just no other way around it. That's where the party is. That's where the action is. And now my dogs are barking. Good Lord, this is crazy. So, isn't it, amazing when things go live? You just got to fake it till you bake it, right? So the point is, I'm going to give it a couple seconds. My wife probably is going to pick up my son. So anyway, Jesus. See, now I lost my train of thought. But the idea, again, with Gotti, at least the way I'm looking at it. Now, I definitely am not speaking for MKid. All right, this is the opinions that I state here are strictly my own. M-Kid isn't endorsing anything. He's just here supporting because, full disclosure, I have been and ever shall be a Gotti holder from the very beginning. All right, I was gifted some tokens from M-Kid, and for which I'm eternally grateful because, sir, you are right now the way that you are actually changing my life and the lives of my family, and we are eternally grateful. And it's interesting because, not to go down this road, but, when you have an attitude of gratitude, that is huge. If you have an integrity, you have honor, you have good character, right? You can tell people's character by how they treat animals, by how they treat people who mean nothing to them, and also by people how they treat their mother, right? And I would teach that to my female students. If you're going to date a guy, how does he treat his mom? How does he talk to his mother? Okay? Chances are you're going to find out real quick someone's character is, right? But the reason that I'm saying that is I've never seen a founder, not a dev, he's not a dev, he's a founder, who has given so much to people without asking for a damn thing in return. Except be honorable, right? Be truthful. Don't lie. Be a person of your word, right? That's it, okay? What you do with your tokens is what you do with your tokens, but, just having good integrity. And for me, I only want to be around people like that. I've been in this world 54 years, right? And the older I get, the less I give a shit, okay, about being around people who aren't gonna provide me anything, okay? Yeah, and so that's kind of my view on that. Is when M-Kid has provided an opportunity for everyone to change their lives financially. If you listen, if you are open-minded, if you are not it escapes me because I see blockchain doesn't lie, right? You can see, right? Scroll down here. Let me go down here. Look, some here. There we go. Look, you guys who know blockchain, but if you don't know, look, you can see what's going on. You can see buys, sells, all that stuff is right there, okay? So it's not like you can hide from it, right? Your name's not popping up, but your address is. So the reason I'm saying that is because if you are giving it, for me, those 5 tokens that I got from M-Kid, that was the start of something. And it's one of the best crypto projects it is the best crypto project I've ever been honored to be a part of because of the tokenomics, because of its fundamentals, because of the founder, all right? I've been into a few, and M-Kid, there's a few of those projects you and I have been in at the same time, right? And I'm not going to go there. You've mentioned them a few times. I'm not, because I don't want to give any more of that energy than I need. But the point is, having gratitude and just coming in with an open heart and being grateful and not, just being an investor. Be an investor is all you got to do, guys. That's it. And in crypto space, I think we've been afraid of using that word. Afraid of using the word investor. For why? Oh my God, the SEC is going to come after us. Guys, if they wanted to come after your ass, they'd do it. If you're not using the word investor, it's like we've used that as a word of fear we can't say. We're not afraid of saying that, right? We're not afraid of saying that. So I also now want to kind of move on a little bit. I want to talk about a couple other things. And if you have questions, throw them in here. If you're new, let me know. I love it. Great job. Thank you, guys. So we've been, and I caught the tail end of M-Kid's TG where you were talking about security. And some tremendous information was come out of here. So I want to kind of jump in and do add a couple things in there as myself, because if you didn't hear, one, by the way, Gotti is on the Solana blockchain. You need a Solana wallet, Phantom, Soulflare, whatever. Okay. There's videos out there that teach you how to how to buy crypto on a centralized exchange, convert it to Solana, and then you send it over to your wallet, and then you swap it out. So I'm not going to go there. This is not the scope for that video. What this is about is, giving you the idea of how do I protect myself? Because right now we are going to become targets. The Gotti token is going to become targets for scammers, right? And your safety and your security has to be, especially if you have a really sizable bag or any kind of, even if you have one Gotti. If you have one Gotti right now, look at that, $2,471.82 right now. All right. Okay, I'm going to come back to that because I have a thing with Tangent Wallets. Anyway, so just don't go far. But here's the thing. When you have your crypto, if you have apps or you have it as Chrome extensions on your computers or whatever, there's a few things. One, I'm going to assume that everyone here has been in crypto for a little while. Never to give out your seed phrases. None of us, M-Kid's not going to reach out to you first and ask you for for any of that information, all right? None of us who are in TG are going to ask. If you have anyone coming up to you, sending you messages, email, if you're on our Telegram channel or Twitter or whatever, and they're asking you for account information for your wallets, for whatever, again, this is for Gotti and this is for crypto as a whole. Never give out your seed phrases. Never give out passwords. Never give out any of that vital information. And we've been talking about this a lot. If you have an app on your phone, and I'm condensing this, or on your desktop, look, when you're done buying or swapping or whatever, disconnect your wallet. All right? Disconnect your wallet. Because that way, when you have that, it essentially becomes a cold wallet. When you disconnect it from the exchanges, that gives you a layer of security. So make sure that you're disconnecting. It's really not that hard, really that difficult to do. You can always ask, and we can walk you through it. But connect. Some of them auto connect, like Soulflare. You have to, I think, manually do it. And then with Phantom, it's automatic until you shut that off. Like on Phantom, I believe it's automatically linked unless you shut that off. Now, when it comes to Tangent Wallets, real quick, or any kind of wallet, but I am certainly not pushing this, but I actually have a thing with Tangent, and they're a cold wallet that if you have it on an exchange right now, first off, I don't believe you can at this point. I'll reach out to Tangent. I don't believe that you're able to store it on that. If you have it on your wallet already, you should be fine. Another thing for security and for safety, please make sure that you're not going around telling how many people. You don't want a $5 wrench attack, all right? Someone comes up and they're grabbing your stuff and they're, getting access to your phone, or they're physically taking it from you, right? So make sure, this is something that I'm very big on. I don't like telling people how much crypto I had, period. All right? I don't want you to know, how many Gotti I have or how much this I have or that. I'm not really interested. If you're family and someone I really care and I trust, that's maybe a different story, right? Yeah, especially if your wife comes up to you and says, honey, how much do you got? I don't want to tell you. What? How much Gotti do you got? Half of one? Right? So that's on you. But if you like life, you may want to be honorable and let her know, right? So anyway, those are just a couple of small things to help you be secure. Because spammers are going to try, and the bigger we get, the more. I mean, look at this chart again, guys. Look at that. Look how many. I mean, damn. To me, that's an artwork. I could frame that out and put that in my house. Right? And this is only the 12-hour chart. Okay. Now, a few other things. Okay, so Tangent supports Gotti. Okay, great. So, by the way, just not for naught. Okay. So on Soulflare, you know what? We can, because I know you're in the TG channel. DM me, or we can just do that, and I can show you how to do it. It's really, really easy to do. I don't want to do it here because it'll punch up my wallet, and I don't want to do that right now. But I can take some screenshots and show you. It's all you have to really do is go to your settings. For Soulflare, if you go to your settings, I think it's privacy and security. I think there's like manage apps or something like that, and then you can do it like that. So that may help you. And I know MKid just did a really good. He was talking about security, which is great. I think we got that recorded, so you can watch that back. Now, before we go ahead, and I don't even know how much time we're running because I want to. I don't know if we're doing another VC. I'm not asking Kid to do that. If he wants to, fantastic. But something else I wanted to kind of cover with everyone. Let me just see something real fast. 7:31. Okay, this is. I try to keep this fairly short, but again, if you're new, whatever, ask your questions. It's totally fine, totally good. We are all really supportive in this group, and I encourage you to come into the Telegram channel and get a chance to be around us in TG. Okay. Oh, great. Okay, yes, sir. Thank you. I'm going to wrap this up in about 5 minutes or so. So one thing, I want to do a couple things. Like, we are all a team. We all have to work together. We have to be a right mind. And I'm publicly going to do some shout outs here. First off, Dr. Gotti, I'm not sure if you are here, but sir, you are a rock star. You and your lads, or as I say, your Flying Dutchman, you, sir, are amazing. And it's an honor to be in a group with you. And I also want to recognize every mod and all the admins and moderators for TG. We are constantly like 24/7 there for you and answering as much as we can, answering questions that whatever we can do, we are there to help you. We have TC, we have Genesis, we have Hooligan, we have Jason, we have Faint. By the way, Faint, I asked him earlier today to create the thumbnail for this live stream. So Faint, if you are listening, thank you for creating this for me. I wanted something a little bit different, and he does amazing artwork. I mean, my God, the images he creates are phenomenal. So, sorry, I'm just reading. So just a shout out. There's so many people who make Gotti what it is. Now, if you came in and unfortunately, if you're watching this and you are, you got into Gotti and then you left, I'm sorry. I apologize for you, but it's one of those things where an investor mindset's what you got to have. This is not a get rich quick scheme. I'm going to tell you that right here, right now, as serious as a heart attack. This is a project that's going to be around for years. This hasn't even started to run yet, right? Hasn't even started. So I'm throwing a lot of information out here at you guys. I want to thank everyone for being here. I will figure out these damn camera issues because that's really annoying. I know Dr. Gotti's asleep right now. Anyone here, like those of you who are staying loyal, staying true, if you're an investor, and you may think, what is this, a cult? Being loyal. And no, it's about being a good human being, and it's about we are relying on each other. This is all of us taking this project. MKid's created, he put it out, said, here, guys, now it's on you to do this. Remember, this is a store of wealth. This isn't a dog with a hat or a fucking dog with a bone or whatever it is. This is the gold standard of Solana. All right? Gold standard. When you are like 16 times greater than Solana, and Solana is known for the blockchain of rugs, guess what? Those days are over, right? We are standing tall. We are standing proud. Everyone is welcome. Everyone is inclusive. If you spend $5 or $500 or just come in and support the TG, all right, and learn and get educated, you're getting an education. When you come into the TG, whenever you have the opportunity to listen to MKid, either in the TG or in Spaces, you are getting a free education in how and the psychology of what it takes to be a high level. Okay. Okay, you're right. Okay, all right. I got that one. That was a good one. Okay, all right. My mouth was open on that one. It's a project that's going to be around for years to come, and we are making it happen, and everyone is welcome. We want to be as inclusive as we can, but just know this: when you come in, we like proof of work, right? We even if it's doing nothing, even if you come in, you do nothing, right? MKid says this all the time. Hey, if you're gonna come in and you don't want to, just hold. Don't do anything, right? So, guys, with that in mind, thank you so much. Jesus. I should just stay on here and keep talking, because the more I talk, it's went up another $10. Anyway, hey, I can do it. I've done 5 or 6 hours, so I can do this. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. I believe there is a VC happening or will be happening in the TG again. And I am hoping I didn't forget anybody that I want to thank. Again, we are all a team. We all work together. And congratulations to everyone here. If you are part of the beginning wave and you're up, what did we say, 230,000%, congratulations. If you came in at the bottom, right? If you came in at any time, because the cool thing is you say buy the dip. People, I'm going to tell you something right now. This is the dip. $2,487, guys, is the dip, because this thing, look at that chart. That doesn't lie. TA doesn't lie. All right? Technical analysis, right? Doesn't lie. So, guys, with that, I want to say I hope you guys have a great evening. Come over to the Telegram. Introduce yourself. Be a part of the Gotti family. We love you all, and I love you guys as well. And remember, here at the Crypto Dojo, crypto never sleeps. All right, guys, be safe.